brand new 2.5 metre Vredo disc seeder delivered today, and we'll be straight out working tomorrow. Definitely the best seeders, Vredo. They give you excellent germination rates and consistent results, and at 2.5 metres wide it's going to enable us to cover pitches a lot quicker. 2.5 metres means, as we said, we can cover ground a lot quicker. Carl's Vredo is 1.8 metres and we've run that behind the T5 successfully for a couple of years now, but just having a wider seeder, that greater capacity, means when we're seeding on our own we can really fly through pitches, but when we're seeding on jobs together we've now got 2 Vredos there, and just makes us so much more quicker and more efficient. Now, you'll never have as much black paint on these discs as you do now. Even after the first job on this cutting edge here, that'll be shined off to no paint, and the black paint on that back roller won't last too long either. But that's par for the course. As good as these machines look, they are to work. So you take some battle scars, you take a bit of wear and tear, and you get some quality work done with them. Just had to put the handle this side of the frame here, and then I'll take it off its transport stand down the bottom, stick the balls on, and it'll be ready to stick on the tractor and do its first job in the morning. Fill this hopper with seed, and then as you go along, this black wheel here contacts the ground, and that drives a geared mechanism inside here. You adjust the rate with that, and then the seed makes its way down those little black chutes and drops through these red chutes here down the grey collars, and it'll come in between the discs here and drop into the groove made where the discs meet at the bottom. And then as you go along, the rear roller helps to close those slits up and means that you get really good seed to soil contact, and that's why germination rates from disc seeding are fantastic. So dimple seeding is another way of seeding. It's a good way of covering ground quickly and is really useful when you've got bare ground to cover. So if you've just corralled off a pitch and you've reseeded it, it gives less linear growth of grass. But when you're overseeding existing pitches where we've got plenty of grass coverage, getting the seed in the ground, making sure that birds can't eat it, it's in contact with the soil, and it's going to germinate quickly and grow, is by far the best way of doing things. Like I say, that's here now and ready to go. We bought it through Campy's, dealt with Ethan, who we've dealt with before. He sorted us out the deal, and we had a little bit of a wait for it to arrive, a few delays at the factory, but it's here now in good time for all the overseeding work that we'll be doing this summer. Well, it's been a long day today, back and forwards all day off a couple of jobs that we've been doing, so I'm going to go home, have some tea, get an early night, and we'll get the Vredo on its first job tomorrow. And you'll get to see the other new toy that we've purchased for 2026. Every year I buy stuff, every year I say I'm not going to buy anything next year. Hopefully I won't buy anything next year so I can save some pennies, but I'm sure I'll find some. Right, we're on, we're ready to go, and As always with anything, when it's shiny and new, it doesn't half look nice. Now we're underway seeding at Green Lane, and we're just getting the machine widths and dimensions dialed into the auto steer and getting the settings right for how much pressure we've got on the discs and the rear roller. So yeah, new piece of kits in action. As well, in action, just getting those spacings right so that the last run from the previous pass gives us even spacing to the next one. So it's a little bit narrow there, but overall it's not too bad. Just finished the first pass now, and it seems to be set up nicely, working on the auto steer, and we seem to be getting through the seed at the rate I was expecting us to. There is a little bit lying here, so I'm going to keep an eye on that, just make sure it's not a sign of a problem. But yeah, leaving a really good finish. You can see the slots there, the seed is in the slots, it's not sat on the surface, and that means that we're going to get really good germination and we're not going to be wasting seed to birds eating it. And the other new toy that you might have spotted on the drone footage is we've fitted a Zuidberg front linkage to the tractor. As you can see, we've only got front links, we've not gone for PTO as well. What that'll mainly do is just carry either extra materials or tools to site. We can put a weight block on a lot easier than the old fan weights when we need it for verti draining and similar. But also the plan will be to have the seeder on the front links, the verti drain on the back. So when we're going to single pitches to do both jobs, we can do those in the same day we want trip. Or when we're going further afield, we can take both implements with us and carry them both from site to site. So it should make transport a bit easier and a bit cheaper for our clubs. Works so well with the auto steer to make sure that not only are we accurate and we're not wasting any seed or missing any bits, but it really does save some serious time. About half an hour and that second pass done, so we'll just top the seeding out and then we'll do our third pass. looking really good.
Really happy with how it's working. Everything seems set up right. I knew it'd be good. Vredo's are great seeders. It is pleasing when you get something new and it works bang on. Happy days.